This is the BroDay Pod.
Ow.
Oh, come on, mate.
Welcome to
Pro
season...
wrestlers, come on.
It hurt. You're strong. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to season 2 of the BroDay #NoPlanB podcast. My name is Trent O'Day.
My name is Gabriel Zaya, bro. I've been flexing ever since you said you're
You're
strong.
busting a blood vessel. And we're BroDay.
I'm about to have an aneurysm.
And this is episode...
Lucky number
8.
seven.
7.
Of
The season...
Season 2.
Season 2. If you've never heard the podcast before...
Cristiano Ronaldo. Suey. Anyway. Have you seen that?
No.
He's like a Twitch streamer or something. He's like from America, and he has no idea about football, and he can barely read as well.
Don't need to hit him for that.
No, he's an idiot.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, good.
And he was reading like Cristiano Ronaldo C, and it's SIU.
Suey.
Yeah, it's like Cristiano Ronaldo Suey, and it's dumb.
Yeah, very good. What an idiot.
A meme.
If you don't listen to us, we are professional wrestling multiverse travelers and
Experienced podcasters.
And we talk about lots of stuff. It's mostly pop culture. There's some wrestling stuff in there.
Why are we experienced podcasters?
Because we have a whole season.
A whole season.
We have a whole season.
Season 1.
We are
bros.
Proper.
We are big time.
We have big time.
Gargantuan.
Yeah. We have viewers.
Colossal.
Plural.
Huge.
Viewers.
Almost as huge as me, bruh. Oh, I'm so big.
Hey, hit the thing. It's the certain season.
It's
Sting season.
It's Sting.
And in no way is that going to come back and bite us in the backside later on today.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
If you ever had a voice crack in like one of the worst possible scenarios in which you could have a voice crack?
Probably.
Yeah, it is mortifying.
We were at the soccer not long ago, and there was one of the defenders was like to try and like get the boy, rally the lads and get them going from defense as well. You need that.
Was that there? I think I was there for this.
You need that big commanding voice, and it was you need that big strong push up lads, right? And he's going push up lads.
Oh,
and the entire like the opposition bench, all of them just bust out laughing.
No way.
I would 10-0.
Yes, absolutely. After that, you would lose 10-0. There is absolutely no way that you wouldn't.
That's the one that strikes.
But that wasn't you, though.
No.
Not
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
In my job, yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, you try to command people and
can't.
Get them to do some...
It's just gone.
Get them to do some stuff.
Just goes. The worst one is...
and it just straight away.
The worst time for it to happen would be like cutting a promo. If it's like a
Brock
serious...
Lesnar, bro.
When? Oh, yeah.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
That man, for someone who is just
huge,
filled to the gills with testosterone.
Yeah, he's full as a goog.
Yeah.
With testosterone and muscles.
He's Goog-esque.
He's Goog-esque. He's Goog in nature.
And then I remember the most recent one where he's like, beat Roman Reigns, yada yada. Is Brock Lesnar? And it just went, and I was like,
big fella.
It just killed me.
That's a niet for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you go full Russian on it. Niet.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Tag.
Yeah, sweet.
Hey, Trent, you want to step into a universe?
If I must.
Play the Sting.
Prove me wrong. You can't, can you? Listen to the music. You hear that? X-Files music. A piano version. Because there's no copyright. This is a conspiracy theory segment. That's right. Prove me wrong.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, sweet. No, it's called Prove Me Wrong. You can't call
Prove
it...
me wrong.
Whatever. Yeah, you can't call it conspiracy theories because I'm sure that's...
No, what, copyright?
Sure.
No. That's a conspiracy in and of itself.
Oh my God.
The copywriting companies.
It just gets meta.
The big, the
big pharma.
The elites. All of them.
Big theories.
Big theories. Yeah. JP Morgan.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
All of them. Yep.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, Nikola Tesla.
Speaking of Nikola Tesla. What a segue.
Yeah, good.
How's that for a segue?
So good.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, smooth.
Smooth as crunchy peanut butter.
Yep.
Nah,
Yeah, essence of smooth.
it's got smoothness. Anyway.
Always oily, never dry. No.
Nice.
Never oily, never dry.
Always oily, never dry.
It's never oily, never dry. It's because their pitch is it's the sweet spot of peanut butter.
Yeah,
It's the P spot.
It's the P spot. They hit the P spot.
Yeah. No.
Well, another fictional spot that doesn't
Another
exist and is impossible to find.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, what were you talking about?
Conspiracy theory. Nikola Tesla.
Who is he?
Nikola Tesla.
Yep.
He was an inventor back in the day, back in the 1800s. And he invented things like the radio, the vacuum light bulb, and the remote control, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also discovered that humans have the power to harness energy to replace oils, petrols, and diesels and all that. Right?
As in humans do it?
No, can do it.
Oh, can do it.
Can
using...
do it. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Sweet. I was
using
like, humans...
and that.
Yeah,
like,
humans
he was like,
aren't the energy.
Yeah, use the noggin, and then we can... Away we go.
Away we go, yep.
So, back in the 1800s, Tesla had an electrical vehicle that never ran out of electricity. So, JP Morgan funded a lot of Tesla's projects.
Okay.
But he said, his iconic quote to him was, if we can't put a meter on it, I don't want it.
Oh, as in if I
we
can't charge
people for it. Exactly. Yeah. So, in 1901, Tesla was building a Tesla tower. So when JP Morgan learned that Tesla had plans to use the project for free energy, he immediately cut funding for all of his projects. JP Morgan was a capitalist who profited on other people's works, and he was not happy about this. So what Tesla realized is that the ionosphere, which is like the ionized part of the Earth's upper atmosphere, could be tapped into.
Okay.
So he basically saw the world as one giant electrical generator. So like the sun to Tesla was like a ball of electricity that was positively charged with 200 billion volts. And he saw the world as like negatively charged and saw this force as like a cosmic energy balance or whatever.
Okay.
So he invented the Tesla coil.
Not unlike the common house battery.
Yeah, exactly right. Way to really make it relatable for the listeners and the viewers.
Learning is fun.
It is fun. So he invented the Tesla coil in Colorado Springs.
Yes.
So
I have heard of.
What he created essentially made controlled lightning strikes that could be seen from like miles away.
Yes.
And in this invention, he proved that he could power light bulbs wirelessly.
Okay.
And this invention was going to stop the world relying on fossil fuels.
Okay.
Because he was like, you got the ionosphere, let's get the ions, let's make electricity. The boys are on. Free energy.
Both physically and metaphorically.
And electrically.
And electrically. Yeah.
So, free energy would benefit 99.99% of the population.
Absolutely.
But the remaining 0.01%...
No dollars.
Exactly. Are the elites.
No cash.
Apparently, so this is the conspiracy, is that right now, the upper elites like Bill Gates and all of that, and Jeff Bezos and the Rockefellers, they are using this method for themselves. So they have, supposedly, Tesla towers. So Bill Gates, allegedly,
has
a Tesla tower in his 242,000 acre farmland. So they're all using this like free energy that's available to them. Because what Tesla would do is that he'd harness the energy from the ionosphere, and then he'd replicate it. He'd control it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you were anywhere on the planet, if you had like that coil, you'd bore it X amount of times into the ground, you could get that energy yourself anywhere on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dude that's in like somewhere in the States.
Is that similar to how they can like generate electricity through a potato?
Yes. I know. I have no idea. I don't know. You were so pleased with yourself. You're like, yes, I'm contributing.
I know science.
I think you know of science.
Yeah, I know. That's very good. I know of science.
Yeah.
Science? Heard of it.
So there's a dude in like America. He's a bit wacky. He's got like a TikTok account.
No, not America.
Yeah, right. And I was like going through his
apologize
videos.
To my Californian
listeners.
Friends.
Yeah. By the way,
get out there and
get out there and
listen.
No, you did.
Anyway,
we're not threatening them.
That's enough.
Oh, sorry.
I think that's enough. I'm gonna keep the flow.
Yeah, sure.
Keep the flow going.
All right.
So yeah, there's like a dude in the States. He's a little bit kooky, but he's got his own Tesla tower, but like a smaller version, and he was like, let's give it a crack. So he's in his backyard. He's got videos of him.
I think I've seen this guy.
He's like he's got like the Albert Einstein hair.
Yep.
And he's got like a weird voice.
It could be for show, though. He may not be like this all the time.
Oh, no, he seems it. I went through his other videos.
Yeah,
he definitely seems
he could be that guy.
An odd guy.
Yep.
And he was like, oh, if you guys get this and you get this metal and you get this and you bore it into your ground this many times, I'm pretty certain you could harness my energy that I'm like drawing from the ionosphere. And then there was a dude in like WA or something in like rural, God knows where.
Who did it?
And he was like, why not? He did it and he was like, my whole house is now powered from your electricity. So it's mental. So this is like...
So, you know what? You've brought a lot of silly things to this podcast during your conspiracy theory segments.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
No, they're all...
Nope. No, they're ridiculous.
I don't know, man.
This
Bro.
and the moon landing thing.
Yeah, the moon landing thing. What else did I bring up? The airport? Bro.
Actually, yeah, that's
3 out of 3.
Yeah, right, yeah. Everything you brought to this is scientifically backed and sound.
Bingo.
100% this is happening.
I've got to change the segment. It's got to be conspiracy facts.
Yeah, conspiracy facts.
There's no
prove
theories.
me right.
Prove me...
That does...
No.
Prove me right? Prove me wrong? Does it still make sense with prove me right? Anyway.
Wait, drawing board.
You're definitely right.
Yeah.
Like, this is correct. They're definitely
legit.
doing this.
Yeah,
100% they're doing this.
For sure.
And I had a chat, so currently at my place of work. Is this all you've got for that?
I've got a couple sort of quotes to round it up.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, okay, we'll do that and then
So some of his famous quotes were, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So he was like, our whole method of thinking in science and all of that is just off.
Yes.
And he goes, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of his existence. I've looked more into him, right? Into the stuff he was talking about and how he was into like numerology and like numbers and maths and math being...
That's crazy to me though.
And math being like the universe's language to us and how it's all there. It's patterns and it's like, here is the secrets of the universe. It's all in our patterns. Just take it.
Just look at it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I had a chat
so cool.
So I was having a chat to one of the guys who's just started at my work.
Yeah.
And like new guy comes from like a very educated background.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was speaking about like because I just threw out there, I was like, for no reason, I was like, oh yeah, the moon landing's fake, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, oh, I didn't expect you to jump on that so hard. And we had a big chat about it. He was like, and he said exactly what you said. He was like, think about it, man. He was like, they broadcast that whole thing to the entire planet.
Live.
You can't do that now.
Exactly.
He was like, there are very, very few like scenarios in which we could do that now accurately and live.
And like clean.
Yeah. And
no
he was
buffering, none of that.
He was like, it's ridiculous. And then he was like, he just went on about like a couple of other conspiracy theories. And then he was like, you explain to me how everything in the universe that we know about can be explained by math.
Exactly.
He's like, math fits everything. There's nothing that math doesn't explain.
Yep.
And I was just, it like blew my mind.
Bro,
it was wild to me.
There's an insane amount that's like, it's all there. There's like people that are like, you hear a lot of like people that are mathematicians their whole lives and then like got PhDs and degrees and all of that. And they romanticize it. And I don't know, I think it's really, it sort of almost humanizes maths because like, I don't know, in my mind anyway, maths has been very like, no, it's black and white, it's cut and dry. This is it. There's no
unknowns.
Yeah, there's no unknowns.
You're either right or you're wrong.
Yeah, and it's become a bit distant, right? But then they sort of like, they romanticize it and like the patterns in the universe and they'll have like, I don't know, man. I think it's really, really cool.
The more that you have brought to this podcast,
yep,
based on the fact that you are 3 from 3, and I haven't realized that, the more I'm like, anything people tell me, I'm like, that's correct.
Because like you think critically, right?
Yeah, it's critical thinking.
Exactly. Anything anyone says, you go, all right, let's try it out. You genuinely think about it and you go, actually, that's decent. That's yes, that's no.
I think the world in general lacks a lot of critical thinking.
Yeah, I know.
Just critical thinking in general is a skill that I don't know if a lot of people have that anymore.
No.
Maybe that's hard. If you're getting offended by the fact I have critical thinking, then you probably don't. Like a lot of people would. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people with critical thinking be like, yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's weird to me that certain solutions that I've come up with in my day-to-day problems you then present them to someone who lacks a little bit of critical thinking, and
Yep.
they're like, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
they're either that or
how?
they'll like almost like out of spite dig their toes in and go,
Oh.
no, you're wrong. Doesn't matter what you say to them. You're like, all right, well, there's no point.
Yeah, there's no point in
There's
fighting with you
no
about
point.
it. Like, no point in even talking with you about it because
Yeah.
it's just there's no like you're just gonna fight me regardless of what I say. I
Exactly.
could present you all of the evidence. You're still not gonna listen to me.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Good segment.
Thanks, man.
Rate it.
That was
3 out of 3.
what do we call it? Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. Take
Prove,
it out.
prove him wrong.
You
can't.
can't.
You can't.
You can't. Take it. Speak.
Hey man,
Hey, bro.
you wanna step into a universe with me?
Let's go. Let's go. Play the sting.
I don't know. Wait. What do I call it even? I've got a sting prepared. Sometimes we all need a silly thing to think about. All right, sweet. This is called Silly Things.
That was really, really good.
No, it wasn't. It was terrible.
That was very sweet. I almost got lost then.
No, you didn't. All right. So Mike Tyson.
Right, podcast.
Yeah,
We're back.
sweet.
We're back. Sorry.
Mike Tyson.
Flustered.
Just like beat the tar out of somebody in a plane, right?
What?
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
No.
Mike Tyson was on a plane, beat the stuffing out of somebody who was making fun of him.
So is this like back in his,
Real.
like in the 90s?
No, this is like 2 days ago.
What?
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, okay, run me the story that you've picked up, I'm assuming, from like headlines and other
Nope.
clickbait titles. You
No.
looked into it?
I picked it up off one tweet from Twitter, and then I talked about it with somebody at work, and they were like, yeah,
That happened.
yep.
Yep, run me it. What
So
happened?
from what I can gather, I
Sure.
could be entirely wrong.
That's fine.
But from what I can gather, someone on a plane was
Yep.
giving Mike Tyson a bit of shtick.
Right?
And
Little
so he
lip.
just walked up and just beat the stuffing out of him.
Look. Fair play.
Yeah.
Like, some people talk in a way that there's going to be no repercussions to them. Some people chirp and, like, I don't know what he said, right? Some people have obviously said stuff, they've become way too comfortable
Yep.
and gone, this is okay to say. I don't know exactly what it was he said, but I feel like I want to back him. I'm assuming what he said was not good, was like very, very, nah, bro, you don't.
I just feel like people got to stop saying stuff and not expect reactions from people.
Exactly that. Imagine, like, you remember when we were a kid, you get taught, like, well, at least we did, or I did anyway. It was like, yeah, if you keep saying that, someone's going to hit you.
Yep.
You keep saying that, someone's going to get annoyed and punch you and say to the wrong person,
Yeah.
da, da, da.
Yeah, that was always the phrase. You're going to say that to the wrong person one day,
Yeah.
and something's going to happen to you.
Exactly. And the idea is that it keeps you in check.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
So you're not
all right.
a menace to society.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, this guy was being a menace to Mike Tyson's society. So Mike Tyson beat the tar out of him, apparently, on a plane.
And then what happened to Mike?
I don't know.
Nothing.
That was as far as I got.
I want to hope nothing.
Probably nothing. It's Mike Tyson, man. What do you want?
There's
The
a
guy's
lot
like
of-
60?
Have you heard like old
60, 70? How old is Mike Tyson right
old, I don't know. I'm gonna go with 61.
now? All right, fair enough.
There's a lot of old wrestling stories you hear of people that like were on the road from like the 70s and 80s, and they'd get like get picked on for like, oh, you wrestlers will fight you, and they beat the crap out of like whoever, and then cops turn up and they're like, oh, you're
Hulk Hogan.
You're Hulk Hogan, you're Ric Flair. It's fine. Don't worry. These guys are being stupid anyway. You guys can go.
Yeah.
And they just let them slide because they're famous, and
Two, who's going to mess with them?
Exactly.
These, like, I love the slight tangent before we get into the actual scenario, but like the whole thing that like wrestlers can't fight, they're just actors. And I'm like, oh, okay, I understand how you got to that point. They're also juiced up on test, like you wouldn't imagine.
Yes.
They are just roid raging monstrously for the most part.
Looking for a fight anywhere.
They're like berserkers from Viking culture. They're just indestructible.
Yeah. Fire in the eyes. They want to destroy.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't
any reason.
Why
Don't give
would
them a
you?
reason.
Yeah, don't give him a reason. So Mike Tyson beat the stuffing out of this guy on a plane.
Yep.
It begs the question.
Sure.
Mike Tyson right now.
Yep.
You taking a punch from him, right?
I think we've had a chat.
No,
like
no,
this before.
we have a little bit, but not quite this.
Okay, cool.
You are taking a punch from him.
Right.
Are you taking it in the face or the nads?
Face. 100%.
No.
100%.
I can guarantee you, I can convince you that you're not taking it in the face. You are taking Mike Tyson's punch to the nards. 100%. Yep.
In the nuts?
Yep.
No way, bro.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yep. First of all,
those organs are inside organs that happen to be on the outside? No.
But first of all, he punches you, so you know it's coming. Actually, no. Would you rather you know it's coming or spontaneously?
And is this full power?
This is you are standing there and you are taking it.
And no, he's coming at me with full power.
Yes.
He's like, it's not like a...
Yes.
He's this angry reaction. Because it can be different, right? If he's gone, oh, I'm doing this for the bit, to go, all right, you're taking a Mike Tyson punch, I'll punch you. Or if he's fuming.
It's full power, as hard as he can.
As hard as he can?
Yep, like he's doing one of those one punch machines where you try and measure the score. He's doing that to your nards.
No.
Yes, he is.
No, the chin, and I'm going to sleep. That's fine.
No, okay. So you're choosing the nards because, and I thought about this, you're choosing the nads, number one, because a punch to the head will kill you. Right? He could kill you. Second of all, if he does not kill you and he breaks an incredible amount of structure in your face.
Yeah.
It's orbital bone, it's jaw, it's tooth, he is doing damage to you. Right? You've got to then live with that for minimum, like months, minimum 3 to 6 months of you trying to get your jaw back, your face back, your nose back in order. It's many reconstructive surgeries.
Yeah.
A punch to the nads, I get it. On first look, it doesn't sound that appealing.
He could bust one.
Sure. But then that's it. He busts one, he ruptures one. All right, yeah, ow.
A lot of ow.
But you go in for one surgery max, and it's probably to remove it.
Yeah.
I'll admit, it's probably to remove it.
Yeah.
But that's it.
You join the Armstrong. What's his name?
Yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
You join the Armstrong Club.
Yeah.
And then 6 to 8 weeks, you're back up walking again. You're fine.
6
No
to 8
long-lasting effects.
I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you, I know the face. You're like, yep, because no one's punched me in the nads. He's definitely, I'm telling you, he's punching you in the nads. The more that you are convinced and confronted with this information...
You put up a great argument, to be fair.
You are getting punched in the balls, 100%.
Mike Tyson now.
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
I don't know if he's got that much power in him. Like, if it's back in the day, that's when I'm like, all right, he possibly can, like, really do brain damage back in the day. When he was in his prime. Like,
he would obviously, he would go through your face.
Yeah, brain damage, and that's when I'm like, I'm genuinely worried about, oh, okay.
I reckon he still has enough
of it. Can I still talk after this?
Yeah, I reckon he still has enough of it
No.
to do some serious facial... It's bare knuckle.
He'll put me to sleep for sure. I'm full jaw clenched. All right, let's go. Like, I'm just going to have to sit there and take it. Just full, and then bang, and I'm going to sleep for sure. Like, don't.
But who's to say he's hitting you on the button? What if he just goes straight through the middle of your face? Are you willing to take that chance? We don't know how he's going to give it. If it's a straight drive through your head, he could really hit some damage.
If he's going for as hard as he can, I reckon he's going for like a sort
like
of
a hook.
Yeah, a hook jab. Like, because there's not the big wind up hook. It'll be like the lean forward, twist the hips, get grounded, bang through you, and I reckon he'll be going for the jaw. That I'm taking that chance.
You're taking that chance?
I don't know what he's going to do. He'll go jaw or like, yeah.
I don't know. Look, I understand. It's hard to admit.
I know, yeah. You like naming the bones and everything, and I'm like, that feels too close to home. I do have an orbital bone.
Yeah.
I do have a jaw.
It's hard to admit that you would rather get hit in the balls. It's hard to admit that because society has conditioned you to believe that you never want to get hit there.
Yeah. See, now I'm like thinking about it. Like, the worst case scenario.
The worst case scenario.
Up top, like, get hit in the head. Who knows what's going to happen? Brain damage, and then that's my life.
Smashes your...
changed.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know how... I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much force it takes to squash or shatter an eyeball. But I'm feeling like a max punch to the side of the orbital bone through there. I'm feeling like you could probably knock someone's eye through to the back of their skull. I feel like you could, like... And that's only very small, like a small distance from the button to the eye.
Yeah.
He's 60-some years old. How good's his aim?
And if he's angry, he's emotional.
And if he's angry, he's emotional.
He's just trying to hurt you.
He's just trying to hurt you.
Yeah. I'm swinging.
I'm telling you.
I was very, very set on like...
Everyone is.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then you give us the info and I'm like...
Everyone is initially...
We're here to educate with evidence.
Exactly. Learning is fun. Learning
is fun.
That's
the podcast title.
That's the podcast title. Learning is fun. Everyone initially goes face 100%.
Watch the numbers blow up.
100% face.
Watch the numbers blow up after calling it learning is fun. We will get thousands, millions of listeners.
Millions. On top of the hundreds of thousands we already have.
Of course.
Everyone initially chooses the face.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the correct answer is
the nads.
Probably the nads.
Yeah.
It's probably
because
the nads.
Worst case scenario, it's tough and you're getting a nut replaced.
Yeah, and you still might pass out from the pain of getting hit in the balls.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
You have to understand the language that I'm using. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt. I'm telling you, long-term wise,
definitely.
Getting hit in the nards
is what you want.
Is probably the correct answer.
You want to get hit in the balls.
You just got to say it. Once you say it out loud, you're free.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? I'm there. I want Mike Tyson to punch me in the balls.
See? Now,
that's the podcast.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, what would you choose? Knowing that the correct answer, and Gabriel here has come across to the side.
Full swing.
What is your correct answer?
Mid-segment double turn.
Yeah,
not double, single.
Turn, yeah.
Mid-segment turn.
Come over and just admit, gentlemen, that you would rather have Mike Tyson punch you in the balls.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You're very convincing.
Thank you. Ladies, sub out balls for, I don't know, is there a similar thing?
Mate, this is a question that has dawned man for all of time.
Yeah, what's more painful, getting hit in the balls or childbirth?
Tag out.
That whole thing?
Tag out.
Would you rather Mike Tyson punch you in the childbirth?
Hey Trent, you want to step into a universe?
Tags have been strong today.
Strong AF.
Strength.
Been very strong.
Sure.
Play the sting.
Okay.
Don't be that guy incorporated. Don't be that guy.
Good. That was very good.
Yeah. A little short one.
That was a short one.
Little short one.
I saw the as you played it, I saw the thing like rapiding across the bar. Yeah. I was like, ah.
Yeah, right.
I was like, give me content.
But yeah, don't be that guy.
Okay, fine.
So I'm gonna go through like these are examples of of that guy.
These make me so angry.
Right. Oh, but by the way, like, you know, you go quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
How long you reckon you can quote unquote? This is a tangent. How long you reckon you can quote unquote for? Like, what's the longest thing you can go, hey, quote unquote.
Quote unquote, to be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the...
like, until it
at least a sentence.
Until it starts becoming natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, one sentence.
Yeah, like, he was quote unquote a wrestler. He was quote unquote a warrior who was, yeah. No, he was quote unquote a Roman warrior. You know, mother to a fathered son.
That one.
Daughter to a murdered child. And they will have their revenge in this life or the next. Like, when is it natural? When does it stop? The quote unquote.
Right there.
Until you stop your sentence. So you could go on and on and on and on and on.
No, because that's how sentences work.
No, but like the quote unquote bit.
It's the quote unquote one sentence.
A sentence?
A sentence. Sentences aren't that big, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It's
a
like,
sentence, you reckon?
If he quote unquote got around to it when he felt like it, that's it. Bang.
You don't reckon you could go on and on and on?
No.
So, like, he quote-unquote got around until he felt like it, but he couldn't really feel like it, so he had to try and go next door, and the next door neighbor wasn't really there, so he'd knock and knock and knock, and no one was there. So then he just busts into the door and goes through the living room and gets past the living room and knocks on the bedroom door, and he's like, what's going on in here? And he listens and listens and listens at what's going on in there. He can't really tell. It's a bit of mumbling. It's a bit of... So then he opens the door, and then within the door is the wife, all tied up, sat on the chair.
What is going on in this story?
I don't know. It's a quote-unquote... How long can it go for?
Bro, screw the quote-unquote question. Where did you pull that from? What is going on in that story?
I don't know.
Is it being released as an ebook?
Next episode of the pod. Maybe.
Beautiful.
If I remember.
You won't. No, a sentence.
All right. a
If
sentence.
someone says quote unquote and then goes through all that, whatever they say,
I'm in.
whatever they say,
I'm in.
as soon as they finish, I'm
I'm
like,
in.
you misused quote unquote. You misused quote unquote.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway,
Yeah, so don't be quote unquote
that
guy.
Yep, cool, perfect.
So you know who that guy is, right?
Mhm.
Say for example, right? Just a random
Gesticulating a
example
lot.
that I'm plugging out of thin air that hadn't happened to me at all.
Oh, okay. I
Say you're on
understand.
a plane, right?
and you give a stick to Mike Tyson. And then he comes up.
You know what? Mike would have been great in this scenario. But say you're on, I don't know, seat 2C.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So that's the second row.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Yep.
And you're in seat 2C. And say the person in seat 1C in front of you, right? They have the leg room because they're up against where the exit door, the emergency door is, right? So they've got more
already
leg
know
room,
where this is going.
right? And they're sat in front of you, yeah? They've got all this leg room, all this space. No look over the shoulder. Nothing. Just lean straight back.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, that's... Planes are so not designed for comfort.
The domestic ones, the ones that are like the 2 and 3 hour flights.
Yeah.
The small
They are
ones.
so not designed for
especially
comfort.
Jetstar.
Why do they give them the lean back function?
Especially in like row 1.
Yeah.
Like right up at the front. You've got all the leg room, bro. You've
Just
got all that
slide
leg
down
room.
the seat.
Oh, it does my nut in. I mean, not that it happened to me.
To you, yeah,
but
yeah.
just a hypothetical.
Yeah,
so
just
don't be that guy.
Did you have...
I got more, but you're not.
Did you have seat? Yeah, that's fine. Did you have seats either side? Were you
No.
full to the brim?
Full to the brim.
Like person next to you on your left and right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
well, I was on the aisle seat.
Right. So person next to you on your right?
Left. I was
Left?
on that side.
Oh,
of the aisle.
yeah.
But
A,
anyway,
B, C,
whatever.
D, E, F. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Person on your left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at least a courtesy, like.
Yeah, just a bit of a look back. You're in the front.
Yeah.
You've got all that leg room.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Just right up there. You know who else is that? Don't be that guy. You know who else is that guy?
Oh.
You know what that guy does? That guy sits in the middle and uses both armrests.
Oh,
Full
bro.
spread. Full spread. That's that guy.
Okay.
That's that guy.
Right. If you take a plane, right? If you're in a plane, don't take a plane. If you're in a plane
Yeah, don't take a plane. BroDay
and
life
you're in the
advice.
middle and you use both, you are scum. You are scum. You don't get those armrests. Wait.
Come on. Come on. We're with you. Wait, what?
No, the middle guy definitely gets those armrests.
Both of them?
Yes.
Full spread?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
No, okay, sorry. No, because I saw a meme about this. I retract everything I just said. I'm flopping right now. If you're in the middle, you don't get anything that the other people get.
No window, no aisle.
No window, so they can have a little bit of a kip on the side and
Yep.
sort of like whatever. Right?
The aisle is dangerous.
The aisle, you
Is
get a little bit of
dangerous.
extra foot out the side room when
Nah.
no one else is coming.
Exactly, but you don't know when they're coming back and forth though. Everyone's gonna be coming up. Like, say someone's coming from behind you. They got the stewardesses have the trolley with the
But you
food
still-
and everything. You got the armrest out the back,
But you
and
still
they're
have an
backing
armrest
up.
on the side.
They're backing up. They don't know what's behind them. They're going, oh, you know, here's some coffee, here's some tea, here's whatever.
Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Yep.
And they back up, and then bang, bump into your elbow.
Nah, I understand. Okay, I understand the foot thing. The armrest. How are you doing that? You chicken winging out the side? Surely not. You just
On
there.
the aisle, I lean over slightly to give the person in the middle some space.
Yes, but you still get an armrest either side. The middle. If you guys take on the left and right, if you're taking both armrests on the middle, the person in the middle's jammed in like this,
And
that's
full-
awkward.
No, all right. So I think the image I've got is the both armrests and full spread.
No, you can't be full spread, but you get You get the armrest.
Okay, all right. We can negotiate. We'll go 50. I'll give you the armrest. That's
yeah.
fine. That's
okay.
fair.
I apologize, middle seat goers. I went
armrest-
in without thinking about it.
Armrest and full spread. So you know
no,
what
no
else?
full spread.
No
but
full
you get
spread,
the armrest.
But you get the armrests. But even then, like, I always sort of sit there and I'm like, all right, I will take up my natural space. If I'm on the ends, I won't take the armrest. I'll be like, all right, I'll leave that for you. If I'm in the
I
middle,
go out.
yeah,
I go out
Yeah,
and sort
spread
of angle
out.
myself in.
yeah,
So then, like, their up top is nice and free, and they can
Yeah.
sort of have that.
yeah, because
My
they
feet
got
go
nothing.
in a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah. You know what else that guy does?
Yeah, go on.
Right, that guy.
Mm.
He's the guy that parks their car right on the line,
Oh.
maybe even like a mil over, like just a smidgen pigeon over, the teeniest bit. gets out, looks at it, and
Yep.
goes, nah,
Good
I'll be
enough.
right.
Yeah, good enough.
Nah, I'll be right. That's that guy. Folks, don't be that guy.
I hate that so much. I just
hate it.
there's parts of me. There's parts of me that understand sometimes you're in a rush and you've got to swing into that park and like sometimes you just don't have time to fix it. But in saying that, if you don't have time to fix it, you don't have time to look at it.
Exactly. So to that guy, we say,
We are not disappointed. We are only angry.
Yeah, 100%.
that's to that guy.
Yep.
You know what else that guy does?
Go on then.
Doesn't return the trolley at the shops.
Oh, I hate that so bad.
Because you know what happens?
That's
you know what
so
kind
irritating.
of like we're in a society, folks.
We live in a society.
We are among like our fellow men, women. We are among our fellow humans,
Yes.
right? You put the trolley back. If you leave it on like in between a car park and go, oh, there's the trolley person. It's their job. They'll do it instead. You know what happens? The next person goes, oh, old mate's done that. I'll just put mine next to it. So then when you reverse out and drive off, there's now 2, maybe 3 trolleys in and around that car park. And if someone's driving along, oh my goodness, there's a free car park.
And it's stacked with trolleys.
And you turn in, and even if it's a busy shopping center, you do the big turn in, you're like, yes, I finally snagged a car park. And there's like 3 trolleys and you're like, ugh, you've either got to leave your car hanging out the back, get out, move the trolleys, or you've got to do the sheepish reverse and go, yep, sorry,
I park, I pull in, right? Pull in halfway through a park. There's a lineup, don't care.
sorry,
Getting out,
this isn't my fault.
Getting out, I'm looking around at people,
And
I'm making eye contact.
Trolley.
And pushing
Trolley,
like
dragging it out.
3 trolleys.
Look what I have to deal with, everyone.
Yeah.
This is that guy. That
Yep.
guy's done this to me.
Yep, 100%.
Egregious.
Yep. Egregious.
Egregious.
Miss Havoc's favourite word.
Yeah.
Egregious.
Back to the plane, right?
Yep.
So, you know what that guy does?
Oh, God.
Sat in the aisle
You've been
seat.
hurt on planes.
Bro, can you tell I've traveled recently?
Yeah, just a smidge.
What that guy does, sat in the aisle seat, right? And then when someone goes, oh, excuse me, mate, I just got to get to the bathroom, they don't get up. They just sort of reverse back into their seat and tuck the knees in right up into the base of the chair and go, expect you to sort of slide through.
But even then, your knees are inches from the base of the seat. So you have to do the awkward leg up over.
Yes. And
sometimes if you're in a hurry, you'll stand on their headphones.
Yeah. The worst. The worst. Like, they're sat there, and as you're going over them, you're stepping over them. What are you feeding? Are you front on, or are you back on? What are you feeding? Like, to the person?
In my most recent experience with this, I was definitely front on.
Have we told this on the pod?
No, and we won't be.
Good. Patreon content.
Yep, go on.
Patreon
you pay
content.
for that.
Pay for that.
You pay for that.
Yeah, like when someone does that, excuse me, mate, I just gotta sneak through to the
Stand
toilet.
up, bro.
Get up. Get up.
Yeah.
Get up and move.
Yes. Get up. Just get up.
Seething. Absolutely seething. What else does that guy do? Do you have any examples?
Yeah.
That's me.
You know what? Look.
Oh, I've got one. At a Macca's drive-thru or a fast food delivery drive-thru, whatever, right? You're at a drive-thru.
Yep.
And if they say, I've never seen this, but I read this on Reddit. At the window, and they go, oh, you've ordered, I don't know, a coffee. Can you just pull up around the side and just park there and we'll bring it out?
Yep.
Saying no. Being like, no, I'll wait. No, I'll wait here.
No one does that. Who does that?
I saw that on Reddit. Someone was like, it's just a coffee, and they couldn't do it. Like, no, I'd rather just wait there for it. Rah. And I'm like, nah.
Who does that? I've never,
that guy.
in my life,
Same energy.
heard someone refuse to pull forward to park to wait for stuff.
Not to the next window.
No,
it
I know.
was go
In
all
the
the way
waiting bay.
around, to the waiting bay or in a car park around the front. Yep. I saw that, and someone was like, and they were like defending themselves. The internet went
Rinse them.
Yeah, exactly.
Rinse
went
them.
in.
Yes.
And then they were like, no, but it's just a coffee. I don't see why they can't just make it then and give me the coffee. Like,
you're like, no,
why
that's
am
not-
I have to wait, right, this, that, and the other?
That's not
It
how
takes 2
efficiency
minutes.
works.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't take 2 minutes. We've got like a million orders working in and around. The coffee might be the thing that takes the longest in that short period of time.
Exactly. You don't know what they have to restock or like fill back in or whatever. For all you know, the person before wanted soy milk.
See, I'm not
or wanted, like,
anti-minimum
oat
wage
milk.
worker. I'm anti-idiocy.
Me calling you out and then like it got a bit too close to home for you.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
like,
not
no,
anti-minimum wage.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm anti-idiot.
Yeah. So you're pro minimum wage then?
Pro-minimum wage.
So you want people to have a minimum
I'm
wage?
pro-wage. I'm pro whatever wage it's worth.
I'm pro the correct answer.
Yeah, I'm pro whatever the right answer is.
Please help.
That guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Nah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm awful at being put on the spot.
Turn up to like a
surprisingly.
coffee, a cafe area, right? Where there's clearly like sets of tables.
Yep.
And if you got like, sometimes they'll have a table for 2.
Yep.
Or a table for 4, a table for 6 and whatever, right? If you turn up as a pair, 2 people, and you see around and it's busy-ish, and you take the table for 6. That's that guy. He just
Yeah.
looks over and goes, oh, that's a nice spot. That's right in the center. I can see everything and see everyone, and I feel important. It's good for me.
I'm going to sit there.
I'm going to sit smack bang in the middle of the cafe and take the 6.
But they also don't
Staggered.
take...
They'll be staggered.
Yeah, they don't take like... You know how it's like a table of 6 like that, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like 2, 2, 2?
Yeah.
They don't take the end ones.
No.
So that maybe if they're 2 tables joined together, they could split them.
No.
They take the middle ones.
And even worse, they might even be staggered.
yeah.
They'll be staggered. One will take a full table of 2, and the other one takes the other full table of 2. That's
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, that's
Same
awful.
energy.
I was gonna say like people who don't pass the waitresses glasses and stuff like food plates
Yeah. Oh,
makes them
yes.
lean over and
hate
awkwardly
it.
grab it.
Hate it.
Whereas
Help
if
them out.
if they're standing there
You
and
see
they're
them
like
coming over
can I take some stuff? I've seen people go, yep,
and sit there and not move.
and sit there, and so they have to lean over everybody.
Hate it.
Just
Hate it.
pick your plate up and hand it to them.
Yeah, just help them out a little bit for crying out loud. Oh.
Yeah, no. Can I take it? Can I take anything? Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, exactly.
There it is.
There it is.
Take it. And I'm
nah.
nah.
I'm not having it. Same energy.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
I mean, I'm maybe getting persnickety now just
Do it.
because people who don't, or also like when they're finished eating, don't put their knife and fork on their plate.
Yeah.
Like to keep it like that. Like they'll just leave
it there.
helter skelter.
Nah.
Just chaos reigning above the table with a plate,
This
a
is-
half-eaten steak that they didn't finish, a full salad they didn't touch, 4 chippies,
Yep.
and a knife and fork just scattered. And then
Wherever.
the waitress comes over, can I take anything? Yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just a
exactly.
mess.
Oh, hate it. Hate
and the
it so
Coke,
much.
the Coke that they've had or the drink that they've had is like the ice is fully melted, but you can tell they definitely still have like a little bit of Coke in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so everyone has to just fumble around
Exactly. And
with all of the stuff that they've got.
and they're using all their like balancing powers to keep the food still on the plate while
Yep.
stacking who knows how much other stuff on their tray while they're like doing their job.
Well, they're trying to do
Nah,
their
bro.
job, and it just
Oh.
doesn't help them.
Oh, hate it.
Yeah,
Hate it so
that's
much.
chaos at a restaurant. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. So like same at a bar. Like if the glass is coming around being like, oh, can I take your drinks?
Just hand him the drink, bro.
Yeah, if it's right down the end and they have to like a big reach over to like, or maybe come around the back of like the people that are sat on the bar stools, bro, just slide it across. There you go, mate. Here you go. Yeah, we're done with these, done with these, done with these. Because then if you feed them over, they'll know, oh, they're done with these. And if there's one that's got a little bit in there, they
They'll be
might
like,
still
oh,
want it.
Yeah,
They might still want it.
Oh,
Instead
okay,
of them
I'll leave
coming
that
around going, oh, are you done with that? Oh, can I take that one? Is that one done?
yeah,
Like, help
man.
people out a little
Help
bit.
people out.
Help them help you.
yep, 100%. I'm fully.
Ugh. But
Fully.
yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Exactly. Oh, no. Hang on.
Play it.
Don't be that guy incorporated. Don't be that guy.
Tag out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming towards the end of the pop culture section of the podcast. Therefore, we will wrap up and give everybody a tasty outro. You know who else does tasty things?
Very good.
Didn't know how I was getting there. Baked by Marie.
Nice.
Gallogly Lane. Townsville. 3.
Barb's checked them out.
Barb's checked him out. On your barbs. On your babs. Hey.
Good on you, Barbs.
Good stuff, mate.
Get down there. Get over to Baked by Marie. I'm telling you to turn this Uber boat.
Yeah. Finna go Gallogly Lane, Rasmussen, Townsville.
Yep.
real good foods,
3
good
Michelin
eats.
stars.
They won the third time in a row.
Not surprised.
The cake.
Best cake in Townsville.
Best cake in Townsville.
Yep.
3 years in a row.
3 years in a row.
That's how good they are.
3 years in a row. One for
3
each
years in a
Michelin
row.
star.
One for each
Michelin
star.
We know Michelin stars because we travel the multiverse.
Yes. There's normally a gag in there, but I can't.
No,
figure
I
it out.
took the gag.
Yeah, I
away
can't
right at the start.
figure it out again.
Yeah. But
3 times, 3 stars,
3 count.
3 count.
BT dubs for a wrestling match, which is what we're going to lean into now. Straight into the wrestling roundup.
Wrestling roundup. Play the sting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. If you're not into wrestling,
And you are switching off.
bye-bye.
Don't switch off. Stick around.
Yeah, stick
But
around.
if you want to check out our socials, the tag team at BroDay Tag Team on everything. I am Gabriel Zaya at The Real Gabe Bro.
I'm Trent O'Day at O'Day QWA.
How?
I don't know my at.
We are experienced podcasters.
Yeah, but I don't know my at.
And you butcher it.
I'm not an influencer.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway, bye.
And it is for the Wrestling Roundup. Seamless transition.
That's your best sting.
Oh, yeah?
That's your best one.
Really?
It just feels very good.
Thank you.
I love it. It's really good.
I appreciate that.
It's for the wrestling roundup. It's a tag team match. It's all very good.
Yeah. The only thing that I was like, I wanted it to be a clean audio cut. Because it's someone that was like at a wrestling show. It's like recorded off their phone. Like when he's doing the announcement. So it's not that good. I wanted like straight from like Raw or SmackDown or whatever, having a clean audio.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little bit off, but it still
fine.
works fine.
All right. You ready for the segment?
Yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Play the sting?
I already did.
No, I'll play my sting.
Oh, you have a sting?
For this.
All right, play your sting.
This is Trent's Troopers, like the Stormtroopers on the Star Wars, but not really because it's wrestling. So it's Trent's Trooper.
I love it.
It's Trent's Troopers.
I love that. That's really, really good. You should be proud of yourself.
I am a little bit. To be fair,
yeah.
I'm a little bit happy with that.
Off the dome.
Trent's Troopers, this is where we highlight one. Count 'em one.
One.
Pro wrestler.
And it's going to be
from
quick.
around. Yeah.
We've only got 7.5 minutes left.
All right, we're
camera.
We're going to contribute all 7.5 minutes, I'm so sorry, to EC Brownie.
Again?
Yep. One more.
We love him every episode.
Here we go.
All right.
This is where we confess all
of
love
it.
to
the
EC
big
Brownie.
fella.
To the
All
big
right.
fella.
Yeah.
To EC Brownie.
Yeah, I rate it.
We haven't done it before, have we?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. I don't think we have.
We give him so much, like...
Yeah,
to
we
be
give him
fair,
so much love, and it's pretty well
easy.
warranted every time.
Exactly. I was going to say, it's pretty easy, because he's very lovable.
Yeah, but I remember, like, it's probably worth talking about him now, as opposed to if we did speak about him last year and how far he's come since then to right now, especially in the scope of wrestling in general.
I like it.
Because I remember when he first started wrestling, we locked up, and he nearly killed me.
Same.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
He was big. He's obviously big, strong footy boy.
Yeah.
Big, strong farm boy.
Yeah.
And his first lockup nearly decapitated me, and I was like, don't do that again.
It's a long way to go, kid.
Yeah, I was like, no, don't do that again. And now, we wrestled like a couple of months ago, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely and safe and smooth and awesome work. So even if we have highlighted him prior, highlighting him again is more relevant now because of how much better he's gotten. Regular exposure at places like Venom Pro Wrestling, QWA Rockhampton. He's been to AWF. He's been Nightfall as well.
Yep.
He's been all around the state. I'm sure he's been
up and down the coast.
Yeah, up and down the coast, really. Did he do... Oh, Lucha Fantastica or whatever it was, the Lucha show as well. So the big boy can do some flippies.
Yep.
So he's even better now, and his exposure is hopefully going to get him a lot further.
Yeah, 100%. He is most definitely one of the good ones. Like one of the good guys. You know what I mean?
Just one of the good ones.
Yeah, like you just feel it. It's hard to pick and hard to say that not saying that other wrestlers aren't a good one or whatever, but you just feel it.
Yeah.
Anytime you're talking to him about a match or about a storyline or about going through, like booking themselves up and down the country,
Yep.
a lot of it is you're like, yeah, all right, he's one of the good ones.
And he's not afraid to, like, when it comes to booking decisions and booking himself, he's also not afraid to do the job for some people.
Yeah.
He's not one of those people that's like, no, I got to win I'm big. I got to win everything. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like, I got to work this classic big boy style matches.
Yep.
He's versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. He's versatile. He's got a great sense of himself.
Yep.
And he's got a great self-worth, but also knows that people beating him is a big deal.
Exactly.
Therefore, he's not afraid to give that big deal.
At the right place and the right time.
Yeah, right place, right time.
Definitely.
It's really, really good.
Definitely.
So,
and he's one of
very
my...
selfless worker as
one
well.
One of my favorite like brownie stories is it was in I can't remember, I think it was in Venom or something, and he was wrestling this guy, and he goes, oh yeah, he's gonna go up for the axe handle. Like,
yes.
The guy's gonna go up for the axe handle, and that's my finisher, right? So Brandon's like, no, you can't do that. That's one of the boys' finisher. And he's like, what, an axe handle? What do you mean? And he goes, yeah, can't do it.
He's been putting months into it.
Yeah, he's put like a year and a half into this finisher. That's his finisher. He can't do it. He's like, oh, no, it's just like a small move. And then he was like, in that case, pick something else. If it's just a small move.
Yeah, if it's just a small move, pick something else.
That was prompted from a previous match that they'd had. And he went up for the axe handle and hit it.
And you were like...
And he hit it. And in my mind, I'm like, they're calling an audible. Like,
that's the finish.
They're finishing the match.
Finish, done, yeah.
That's it. It's 4 minutes in. He's hit the axe handle. That's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, very good. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Love him. He went 2.99. Like, really...
Yeah, really stretched it out for you.
Yeah.
No, it was... he's just one of those guys that's super, super likable, super good at what he does.
Definitely.
Uses his size to his advantage, but he's selfless. I don't know. Just in terms of, like you said, one of the good guys in wrestling, I feel like EC Brownie is it. Definitely one of the...
100%.
And hopefully, he just continues to invest stock in himself and grow and
definitely.
And all that sort of stuff.
He's easy to build a company around. He's easy to build a scene around. You know what I mean? Like...
You can build anything from, like, another guy around him to your company's philosophy and the way you work. He's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good stuff,
And I think he's got Mitch Ryder, who's part of Top Tier. By the way, Top Tier.
We'll come for you, Top Tier. Yeah, that's wrong. I'm going to come over there and I'll slap you right in the face. May 7, I'm going to come over here.
Toddy, Mitch Ryder.
Yeah, the other one. Just make it, Mitch.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
EC Brownie is definitely...
He's class.
Tier. He's not part of top tier. No, he's upper echelon.
Yeah. You can follow him at EC Brownie Pro Wrestler on Facebook, and I believe it's at EC_Brownie on Instagram. If not, go and do some searching.
Yeah, look it up. EC Brownie Pro Wrestler.
EC Brownie Pro Wrestler. He'll be there. Right.
I think we
can wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen.
If you've listened this far along, you obviously enjoy the pod, but get people listening to support us.
People who like dumb podcasts,
send them our way.
Yeah. Send them our way.
Send them our way.
We are
and people that don't, send them our way anyway.
So silly. Yeah. And maybe some people need to laugh. Maybe we can get that to them. Maybe we can't, but you'll never know until this.
Exactly. But if you want to follow us on our socials, you want to follow the tag team, we are at BroDay Tag Team on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And on YouTube, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Help us get through the dirty streets of the algorithm. You want to follow myself? I am at The Real Gabe Bro on all those socials.
If you'd like to follow me, I am Trent O'Day at O'Day QWA on all of the same things.
Other than that, we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take out. Great stuff.
I'm going to let you do I was like, I'll press a button. Don't press a button. How about you don't press a button?